I born again but still stuck? I gave my life to Jesus. So why am I stuck? I mean, spiritually, I know that something changed. But physically, emotionally, mentally, it still feels like Egypt. If that's you, don't worry. You are not crazy. You're not crazy. Let's talk about it. So, I know you are born again, but it seems as if nothing changed. Here is the truth. Now that you are born again, you've been delivered from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of light. That is huge. That is very, very huge. But you are like, okay, delivered. I know I'm delivered. But why do I feel bound? Why is my life not reflecting these freedom verses that have been quoted to me? Where is the milk and the honey? Why am I still soaking Gary without sugar? Why hasn't my life changed even after giving my life to Christ? Let me show you something that will change your life forever. The children of Israel, they were delivered from Egypt. They were delivered from Egypt. Pharaoh said, go, and they left. They left Egypt. But do you know that that generation that left Egypt, they never entered the promised land? Why? Because of their what? Their mindset. They were out of Egypt, but Egypt wasn't out of them. To the point that when they were sent to spy the land that God had given them, 10 out of the people that came from that spying came back with negative reports. They were able to convince the multitude that they couldn't take the land. Imagine, of all the animals in the bush, they looked at themselves. These are God's people. They looked at themselves and said, we are grasshoppers. Grasshoppers, not even chicken or goats. Who does that? They couldn't even say we are like lions. They say we are like grasshoppers. They were basically physically free, but they were mentally bound. They were physically free, but they were mentally bound. So that is the problem with most believers, most people that give their life to Christ. They are physically free, but they are mentally bound. Deliverance is when God pulls you out of bondage. But freedom is when you start living like someone who is truly out. Freedom is when you can finally do and have what you couldn't do or have when you were in bondage. So that means that you can be delivered, but you are not yet free in your mind. And guess what? Jesus said, come to me, all you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you